The observer would like to advise that the following video comes with a trigger warning. The content in this video is of a sensitive nature, so please beware that the topic of this video may trigger you. The observer recommends that you consider your own mental health before you watch this video.
Are the most manipulative people you'll ever meet in your life.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the alcohol gives the
twist everything
thing.
to suit their own narrative. Let me tell you, they are the most manipulative people, and then she is playing everybody to her fiddle.
Maybe she is. Maybe she is. I'm not saying you're wrong.
No, she's sat on live now dancing.
But
she's dancing and singing on live after all what everybody's saying there a minute ago. That's manipulation. That's a drunk. That's a fucking alcoholic.
She uses
but
mental
then alcoholism is an illness.
She's obviously going through something, right? But she's wide awake. She's not a silly woman,
I
right?
agree with that. She's definitely got mental health issues.
Because it's not normal to be sitting on here 24/7. I'll be honest, right? It's not normal to sit on a live 24/7. What she does, that's not normal. But she's aware of what she's doing. She's very aware, and she uses the mental health card.
Very aware. That's what I'm saying. That's where the manipulation comes in with anybody who drinks as much as what she does. She knows she's playing fiddle, like, but I don't pop up very much. But
wait, listen,
I'm gonna
hold on.
drop down. Wait. But she's really angry at me because my father was an alcoholic, and I know that whole manipulation.
Wait, listen, everyone mute 1 second.
Oh, sorry.
I just want to listen to this.
Yeah.
Apparently she's talking about it. Hold on.
I just gotta have fun. That was good.
I'll show it. Hold on. She's not saying nothing.
Sit down. Downstairs. I can't find out. Oh!
What's downstairs?
Alright, I'm gonna go to the loo. Let's go to the loo, guys.
I thought she was talking about it. Maybe she will in a sec.
Also, I'll be real, right? I'll be real, bro. I wouldn't even be surprised if they were real police. I don't even think they were real police. Have you heard the recording, bro? They don't sound like genuine police, bro. I believe the actors. I genuinely believe the actors, man.
I think it is. But have you seen have you not seen her wrist?
It's real police because when I phoned,
I seen her do it a couple of months ago, and it was all fake, bro. It was just genuine.
But did you see the wrist though? Like there's a deep wound.
Said the police are there at the moment.
Yeah, K9 on her wrist is an actual wound.
Have you seen that personally? It's 100% a wound.
Yeah, bro, it got sent to my DM before. I can't. 1 second, I just can't show it on my. Like, I'll probably get locked up.
I don't even want to see it, bro. I've got no sympathy for people like that, bro. You know, listen, where I come from, you make your bed, bro, and you lie in it, bro, and that's what that's how it is. You reap what you sow, don't you? So if it is genuine, it's good riddance.
Yeah, I've got the picture there. It's crazy, bro.
Torian, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't know if anyone checked up on you, but I just want to say Angie is an absolute fucking cunt, and I have no sympathy for the woman. She has actual issues, and everyone is just enabling her.
The vile scumbag.
Yeah, I hope you're alright.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I don't even know what's happened. Basically, has there been a big argument or something?
I don't know. Apparently, yeah. So Tori and Alicia, what happened? Apparently, you guys were arguing or something. I don't know.
No. Yesterday, Torian was on live, minding her business. Angie was cantering, the usual back and forth, whatever. And it was just constant people coming in, chatting shit, Angie was going on with people that Torian was coming off with, and it was just crazy. And in the end, I think Torian just had enough, because this is relentless every single day. And I'm not saying we're 100% innocent, because we're not, but like it's come to a point where we're like, that's enough.
You have to see something back. You're not just going to sit there and let women.
Yeah, but it comes to a point. But anyway, today I've come home, I've gone onto TikTok, seen Torian on with Dave, so I've gone in there, and they're having, I don't know what was going on, but I just heard Angie say my name continuously. So I've come in. Torian's upset. Torian's my friend. I don't want to see her upset over this. Like, we've been upset over this. Same as Angie's been upset over it.
Do you know the one thing I will say, yeah? Can I, like, let me ask, you see when you see or think of Angie, yeah? Do you think her of like as an unstable drunk person, like that kind of person?
Only when she's had a drink. When she's had a drink, I usually wouldn't go near her. I didn't realise in Dave's today that she had had a drink, but I was trying to diffuse it today, Hustle, like I was saying, everyone just needs to stop. All of this needs to stop. The comments are the worst for it because they go in between lives and they wind everyone up. Everyone starts kicking off, and I was saying the whole thing needs to stop. Like, I don't want to see my friends upset over this.
No, but all right, so look, no, I'm trying to get down to the bottom of something. So how do you view her? How do you see her?
I don't see her as a vulnerable woman. When she's had a drink, it's completely different, but sober, she's well able to handle herself, and I think...
But you can still handle yourself and be vulnerable, right?
What do you think? When she's sober, she's vulnerable? I don't even want to start like dragging her now. I don't even want to do that. I don't want to give my genuine thoughts and feelings because I don't want it to come across that I'm dragging her after what's just happened.
No. Listen, what I'm going to say is, I think she acts up a lot. She plays on a lot of stuff, and she knows what she's doing a lot of the time. But she is very vulnerable.
Because I've been on the receiving end of it, Hustle. Like, I get it. Go on. How she lies, and I've seen how things are twisted, and I've had everyone attacking me for things that have never happened. And Torian's had this as well, and we've seen it. But when you're not on the end of that, you don't see it for what it is. Do you know what I mean? I don't think she's vulnerable. When anyone that's had a drink is vulnerable, I don't think that's a vulnerable lady, but I do think...
I will guarantee you tonight what you'll hear is her mum abused her, her mum's a racist.
Do you know the one thing I'm going to say? Yeah, look, I'm saying forget. I understand all of the things. I understand all the things she does, all the things she says, all of the twisted things. I'm just talking about in her brain. Do you think she's all there?
No, she's a spoiled fucking brat that hasn't grew up.
So Michelle, you think she should be sectioned, right? Do you think she should be sectioned, Alicia?
I think I think she needs help at this point.
Okay,
yeah, and
Torian, do you think she should be sectioned?
I don't know, man.
All right, so look, my point is, Alicia, right? You think she should be sectioned, but somebody that's not vulnerable doesn't need to be sectioned.
But I'm saying at this point, to the point that TikTok has consumed her whole entire life, and she needs to come back into reality, because she wasn't like this going back 4, 5, 6 months ago. She's always been a bit of a, whatever, but she wasn't like she is now. TikTok has consumed this lady, and she needs to come back into reality. And I believe, I'm not a doctor or a psychologist, but I believe it has affected her mental health, and she needs help for that.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's a vulnerable person. Vulnerability can come in many ways, Like, to me, that is a vulnerable person. And when I'm saying that, it doesn't mean she's an angel.
But would a vulnerable person, like, when you sat and you're talking about something different in a live with your mates, would a vulnerable person come in and say the most disgusting, deplorable things about a deceased mother? Someone else?
Because you can't define vulnerable to one type of person. A vulnerable person is not just someone that's completely innocent and wouldn't do anything like that. Some vulnerable people are evil as fuck, but they still are vulnerable. Do you get what I'm trying to say here?
So see, the issue is, and it's the same with the people in our life as you will mollycoddle her, and she doesn't need that. She needs
I agree.
Proper help. So she doesn't need to be called vulnerable. She doesn't need to be called pitied or anything. She needs fucking help.
I think she needs reality. That's what I think she needs.
She's stuck. Her phone is her fucking life.
Let me ask you, how old is she? 48?
Yeah, it's 48, 49, I think. So,
all right, in your, like, when you look around you, right, you're outside and whatever, do you see other 48-year-olds act like this, other functioning 48-year-olds?
No.
And that's the point I'm making. Yeah, you have done. They are out there. But I'm saying, in general, people at the age of 48 are not acting like this, is what I'm saying. So, I don't know. Like, she needs help regardless. And, yeah.
Michelle's right. TikTok, she shouldn't be on there. She shouldn't be on there.
Because the people that are in her lives, they're gifting her, they're encouraging her.
I don't think it's
They don't.
think it's an excuse for what she's
No, oh, definitely not.
done and
Definitely
said
not.
to other people. I'm not just talking for me. I'm talking for lots of different people on this app. Like Torian's upset tonight. She's upset. You know, this is why it needs to come to an end, because everyone's just getting upset and it's never ending. Even when people go off and mind their business, it's still never ending. And I'm blaming a lot of this on the comments and on the people that sit and want car crash TV. So don't sit here and say, oh, this is your fault, this is Tori's fault, this is Michelle's fault.
No, it's no one's fault.
It's
Listen,
not.
it's no one's fault. At the end of the day, when
It's no
somebody
one.
chooses to do something to themselves in however you
Well,
want
I'm
to
not
define
saying
it,
that is
that
anyone.
is down to that individual,
I'm not
nobody
saying
else.
that this particular incident, but just the aftermath of anything that happens on here. Does that make sense? So that's people are running backwards and forwards. People are going in inboxes. People are shit stirring, and it winds people up, and people react, and then it's just it just goes in circles.
Alicia,
round
the
and round
problem
and round.
is the cult have made her think she's famous on TikTok, and because she thinks she's famous on TikTok, she thinks she's indestructible. This is the problem. And when you have an addiction, I've had an addiction. When you have an addiction, you don't give a shit about what anybody else says. And because, like I said, she thinks she's famous, she thinks that it doesn't matter to her. Normal rules don't apply to her. And this is where all this happens, because when she's doing this madness on live, people are in the comments going, yeah, Angie, drink. Come on, let's have a drink. Let's have a dance. Like, who is that helping? Because you wouldn't go and say that to a crackhead on the street, or you wouldn't go and say that to a drunk on the street. You wouldn't go, oh, here's a bottle of vodka, like, live your best life and record it. You wouldn't do that. But because it's social media, it's very different.
That's what I'm saying. It's not Torian's fault, Alicia's fault, anybody's fault.
No, it's not 100%.
In her group that are encouraging it.
I was just about to say exactly the same, Jane. Hi, Alicia. I've listened to the insults. Sorry.
Torian and Alicia and Paigey get blamed for so much on this fucking
Can we have
app.
some order in here, one at a time?
Sorry, Michelle was talking, but I couldn't hear her.
David Blaine's just said, you don't know her, there's a different side to her when you talk off that. David, see, with the best respect in the world, you have thrown her hundreds of pounds when you get paid. I've tried to say to you, please stop doing that. Stop putting yourself out for people, because they will be nice to you. You're giving them hundreds of pounds.
Know what it is, though? Can I just ask a quick question, right? What's the difference between Angie and Marcus and Ems, right? They're both similar.
I was about to say that before.
They're both similar now. They operate online, right? They both got the same kind of graft and how they can't try and make the cash online by triggering people, etc., right? But here's the difference, right? Most of these big creators call Marcus Ems out for it. You've got Miss J and the likes of Miss Red up Angie's arse, absolutely enabling the behaviour. Miss J's in the box before. I'll speak to the police for you and that. But what's the difference when it's Ems? Why did he throw her under the bus? And it's not like she's got mental health. You don't worry about her mental health. But if it's Angie, it's an excuse. It's mental health. Nah, I don't buy excuses for it. It's repeated behaviour. It's repeated patterns from Angie. She's a wrong and call her wrong and what it is. You can't like use excuses. Like Jimmy Savile couldn't pop up and go, he had a bit of mental health, so we'll just let it. Nah, it's not like that.
Also,
you know what it is?
Ems is vulnerable.
Yeah,
Ems is definitely vulnerable. Ems is definitely vulnerable. But I think she needs help. She needs help, but she denies the help.
Yeah.
I think also, Angie definitely needs help, but she's another one. She denies it. And I think, as everyone else has said, the more you enable her and sit in her box and say, oh, don't worry, Angie, let's just have a sing and a dance and, you'll be fine. Or you go to sleep, Angie, we'll sit here, we'll guard the doors. Yeah. Instead of just saying, night, Angie, we're all going, and leave. And that's it. But no.
You know what's mad, yeah? I'll tell you something that's mad. You know the people that are doing this on TikTok. Sorry, Michelle. The people that are acting like this on TikTok and doing all these drunk things and these mad behaviours. Do you know, if TikTok wasn't around, and even back in the day before all of this, we used to look at. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. We used to look at these people like, ignore them. They're mad. Yeah. Like, why are they outside the shop screaming drunk? Yeah. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we wouldn't entertain
you wouldn't look
that.
sideways at them in the street, man. You genuinely wouldn't.
No, and you wouldn't be throwing your money at them either. Like, obviously, I give a homeless person £5 or a meal deal from time to time, but I wouldn't be giving them thousands of pounds and, like, do you know what I mean? Recording them and saying, "Oh my God, you're amazing." But that's the problem. Social media has become too accessible for people with addictions, and because there's so many people in her box enabling her shitty behaviour. Even tonight with the Corey situation, like, sorry to bring it up, Hustle, but the Corey thing triggered her massively because I think she realised Corey was lying, and I think she's relied on Corey a lot for, do you know what I mean, information and stuff like that, and it's triggered her massively tonight. And then she's blamed Tori and Alicia and Paige yet again for the 15,000th time, and this is the repercussions of his, like, do you know what I mean?
Right, people are saying it's her haters in the box. Is that guy Frenchy?
I am Frenchy, yeah.
So Frenchy, Tori and Alicia and me have all been in Angie's life. We've all tried to help in some sort of way, thinking that maybe it is an act, and when you do talk to her kind of on another level, she's all right, but she keeps reacting at us.
Listen, I take everyone at face value, right? As soon as you start moving funny, that's it. I'll start judging you on how you move. And yeah, she's just not a nice person, man.
I used to be the same. I used to go in Angie's live. When I first joined here, I didn't know any better. So I used to go in there and I used to sit and listen. And as everybody does, you hop brooms because you're not sure who's talking about what, etc., etc. But lately, I've noticed, like, well, a couple of months now, the nasty side coming out. And, you know, when somebody's lost a family member, don't discuss that on here. I just think it's vile. And I just couldn't sit there and think, oh, you're really nice, I want to sit in here. No, I had to pull myself out because I thought, no, you are not a nice person. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's just how I see it.
This is madness. Yeah, mute her. I don't see you having your opinion and actually coming into a box to say your opinion. At the end of the day, she's been offered the help. She's refused the help. It's only on her now.
Jade, I'm not being funny, but I think everybody's paying more attention to your dog snoring in the background.
I really don't care, to be quite honest. I'm just saying it how it is, my opinion. And I will be going to bed very shortly for the simple reason I am a carer. I deal with it on a daily basis and I actually go to work to make a difference. And that's all I've got to say. So good night, Hustle. Enjoy your life. And I hope you don't get any hate for anything that's been said in this live.
It's all right, man. Fuck the hate. We don't care. Thank you, though.
I've just jumped up just to sort of quickly say, and I know it'll come with hate with it. I'm someone that SHs, and I've been in therapy groups with other people that SH as well. And
just to stop you, like, as in, like, currently.
Yeah, not right this second, but yes, I do currently. I am an SHer.
Okay.
And I don't know anybody that would ever show it to anyone. I've been with my husband for 23 years. I would never show him, ever. You don't show anyone. Do you know why you don't show anyone? And because a lot of people do know someone, unfortunately, that does SH. The reason why you don't show someone straight away is because, yes, you do it as a release, but the first feeling you feel straight after is shame. You would never show it because you were ashamed of it being there. And I don't know anybody, I don't know anyone out of everyone I've ever met that's an SHer, I don't know anyone that could show complete strangers on the internet.
That's your opinion, so why are you shaming?
Well, that's why I'm up here. Well, people are up here to show opinions, are they not? You've had enough of yours, haven't you, sweeter?
I don't care.
People have theirs.
As someone who's actually
no, what, you're sitting there and sticking up for her. Did you phone an ambulance for her this evening?
Her.
No, I don't think you did. Did you do anything for her? Have you ever done anything for her to try and help her with her?
Support towards her compared to you.
Well, no, but I don't like the woman, so why would I support her?
You watch her?
No, I don't.
Are you telling me the truth?
Yeah, I'm telling you that. Why would I lie?
You've never watched her?
Unless she's through Cam 2 in, I don't watch her.
Do you do watch her?
Yeah, through Cam Tooting.
Right. So that's your little obsession, isn't it? Watching her as you criticise her.
No, I don't. My obsession currently is actually reading.
No, sweetie, now, I will say, to be fair, Angie's all over this fucking app on the For You page every other day being screen recorded, so she's a bit hard to fucking miss.
If you don't like it, just, swipe.
Don't like it, you can't block fucking screen recorders.
Sorry, no, but you say that, right? You're saying, if you're triggered, leave the live and don't watch it. I'm sorry, but if you don't know that you're going to get triggered because there's no warning, you then just see it, it's too fucking late because you've already been triggered.
Yeah.
So what do you then do? And people say, don't throw the hate lives up. Don't talk about it. I'm sorry, but for us people that are triggered, where the fuck do we go? Where do I go? Do you know what my choice was, sweetie, after this? Do I self-harm myself or do I come online and talk about it?
You told everyone that you do it, so carry on. What?
Well, that was my choice. So which one would you have chose out of them two?
I would choose it if you didn't do it to yourself and get therapy and stop doing it to yourself.
I mean, lots of therapy.
I would advise Angie.
I've actually seen him just yesterday, to be fair. I seen my therapist yesterday.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's good for me because I am seeking help.
I hope you feel better. I genuinely do.
Well, no, not now because I've just seen a woman self-harming on live, so I don't really feel that good now. After seeing a woman self-harming on live, I can't say I do feel that good now.
Do you not have any sympathy towards her?
I did. The first few times that I've seen it on FYP, yes, I felt sorry for her. But when I see her all cleaned up and there's hardly a mark there, no,
so you're criticising how deep she cuts, right? Are you really going there?
If she did cut, yeah.
Wow.
Well, come on. If she was in such a dark place, she would not be coming back on a live and sitting there with a microphone
some
singing.
People like to go on TikTok as a means of
anybody else
yeah?
SHs and then shows it online.
Some people do it
the millions of people on this live.
No. Nobody goes and self-harms themselves and then comes on a live 5 minutes later, sitting there singing.
You write the rules.
Tell me anybody else out of the millions of people on this app.
And also, sweetie, you're saying that she's got all these friends and everything.
She does have
How
friends.
many?
Friends.
Okay. They're good friends, are they? They're good friends. Okay, so to me, if I was in such a dark place, my friend, and I'd done something like that half an hour ago or so, whether my friends would be knocking at my door.
You can't make it drink.
They would be knocking at my door. How many of these people who you say are her friends are actually at her door now, sitting with her, consoling her, talking to her, helping her?
They called the authorities on her because they were that concerned about her. They lived
and the authorities
were that concerned. Anybody can pick up the phone. Any one of these people can pick up the phone. Did any of them actually go to her house? Have any of these people over the past few months gone to her home and sat with her, took her out for
how
coffee,
far away they are? They have lives. They have children as well. Do you know how many times I've seen my friends? Barely any. Get over it.
You obviously haven't got any very decent friends then, have you, darling?
The authorities because they were concerned, and the authorities were that concerned they walked away and left her.
No, they
That's
did
how
not.
badly hurt she was.
They checked up on her, and she
how badly hurt
she was.
Just stop making up lies and based on assumption.
Oh my. Okay, I don't know your name. Ange, not Ange. Angie?
Yeah, I don't want to be associated with the Angie name. Do you know what I mean?
I know, sorry. I was just going to say, I hope you're okay.
I am, thank you.
What's that, Michelle?
I just want to thank Sweetie Darling. I just want to thank Sweetie Darling for reminding me of I need to hydrate tonight. So this reminds me of you, Sweetie Darling.
Yeah, and I need to remind you to gift more people, please, because that's how you get happiness, Michelle, by gifting people that you don't even know on TikTok.
I support a lot of people.
Why has that got anything to do with you? What she does to make herself happy?
What?
Why is that any concern of yours? What she does to make herself happy?
Because she's a saddo.
I know, because she's never gifted you, has she? Right, I'm going to drop now. Thanks for having me on,
Sweetie
Hey, no worries. Thank you. Thanks for telling your story as well. It's a sensitive one, so yeah, fair play to you. I'm sorry I wasn't here to listen to all of it, but yeah.
I'm merely up here because I feel that there's too many people in the boxes who have a lot to say. That's all I'm going to say, yeah? So people need to think about their actions and what they're, and things like that when they can see that someone is going through a lot of trauma, okay?
No, I do agree. It's fair to have people that are on both sides because it does become like, as they say, a hate life, and it's not supposed to be that.
Yeah.
I don't hate Angie, and I actually phoned to get her help, so you can wind your neck in, sweetie.
Oh, what? So you called once on her and then you gave up on her. Good for you, Michelle.
I've only got one thing to say. When you were judging Michelle before about gifting people to make you happy,
like you and that band of banshees.
When you were saying before about Michelle about gifting people to make herself happy, you've got a 35 badge for hustle.
Bad, right?
Just remember that.
The irony. The irony.
What's going on, man? Is everyone blessed? Yo, hustle gone.
I think so. Stop where you
Hi, NJ.
Yo. Hello, Kiki. You cool? Wow, I've been tuned in. I seen what happened earlier still, but my first concern is obviously Torian, because obviously today it all come to light, innit, that people have been conspiring behind the scenes to...
Yeah, please explain, because I don't know what's going on. So yeah, go on. This is finally good. Someone saying it. Go on. What's actually happened?
So from what I seen, yeah, obviously Corey made some accusations saying that Torian had rang him in the day. Angie has been messaging Alicia and Torian, basically, what did she say to Torian? So she said to Torian, "Oh, I have a plan," or something like that. That I think she wanted to start drama. When she came into Dave's live, Torian asked her about it, and she swore down that she didn't do it and that other people have access to her account and have been messaging on her behalf or just been messaging to start drama. So I think that's what sparked it all, because I think today people, I have to be honest, I think Angie's seen how it looks like when everybody turns against her, because there was about bunch of people saying liar, 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 liar. That lie. So I think obviously after that, she's probably seen that she might, I don't want to be horrible, yeah, but I honestly feel like she was looking for sympathy from people because of how much hate she received because she got outed. And if this is her voice and how she deals with certain things, I think that's why she's self-harmed. That's just my honest opinion. And I think obviously Corey had turned on her as well. And I think that made her even more angry because obviously they had a three-way call. So really and truthfully, people need to start understanding that these scripts here are starting to affect people, because what I seen from Torian in that box, I seen that she was cracking under the pressure now, that she can see for herself that people are doing things to make her look bad when she's actually out here doing good for the community. Do you know what I mean? So that's my personal unbiased opinion. Another thing I want to say as well in regards to Ange is when I first come across her, she was in one of those states. A lot of people, and I've said this before, so they can't, I know they might come for me, but the cult here enable her behaviour. They allow her, they act like they care, but a lot of them are in the comments like, leave her, she's just having fun. I don't know what their idea of fun is, but my idea of fun is not being online, saying things that are going to trigger people. A lot of people are coming up, they feel triggered, they're going through self-harm. So if she is doing it just for sympathy or because she wants to sway opinion on her, then she should be ashamed of herself, because she has to understand that she has a platform and she has a power to influence people to go off and do things. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, I'd like to just piggyback off the back of NJ. Hi everyone, hi Hustle, hi.
Hi, what's going on? You alright?
Hello. Yeah, I'm good, are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking.
So the thing that has just annoyed me, I wanted Sweetie so bad then, like to a point of, yeah, nah, my mouth would have run wicked with it, because this is what causes the further issue. So what's happened online has happened online, and, you know, when it comes to Angie, we're always going to have two sides of the camp, right? One's going to have this opinion, the other's going to have the other. But what it then causes is someone like that not Angie, who comes up and shares her personal experience, shares her personal trauma, and then you have someone like Sweetie who will then say, well, you've just told us that you do it anyway, so you may as well go and do it. And now we have people further enabling SHing or further like triggering SHing, and it causes a wider issue than just an issue on a live platform.
So I wasn't here that whole time. I didn't hear that. Is that what was said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that woman was explaining that she like what, you know, her experience with her own personal journey and why she feels like that wouldn't be done on a live platform. And when Sweetie then responded in a way of, well, you've just said that you do that, so just go do it anyway. And it causes issues to like further people. And I think that's where not everyone realizes that it doesn't just stop on the platform. It then triggers people into their real life, or triggers people's reaction to like seeing stuff. Like thankfully I haven't suffered with anything like that ever, but even I felt a type of way watching Angie tonight, and I don't particularly like her as a creator, but it still naturally makes you feel a way without that history of it. So there's more of a sensitive like subject to be had around it, other than what's just happening online and whether it's right or wrong and whether she did or didn't and whether people are there for or not. Like, you've got people stand for in the comments and in the boxes and stuff. I get it. If you like her, I understand. And as an empath, trust me, I felt that when watching it. But you've got to look at the bigger picture of what someone's doing with a platform here, and it can be affecting people's like real life. And people like Sweetie, genuinely, I hope you never ever suffer with any kind of mental illness like that in your life, because you can't tell someone to go do things like that. Like, you sound so uneducated and such a dickhead when you're saying it.
So I don't know, like I said, I wasn't here when that was happening, but I think what she was trying to do when she was coming up here, she was coming up from a point of like, people are saying things and talking about how her character is in a moment when she's at her lowest and she's just done the worst thing imaginable, right? So I think that's the angle she was coming from. Anything else outside of that and what was said between her and individual people, I don't know. But in terms of what she was coming up here and what her goal was, I think that's what she was trying to do.
Yeah, and in terms of that goal, like, I think people often don't view someone like Angie as real, and that's why people can be very desensitized to witnessing, for example, what they've just witnessed tonight. Because if you was to witness that in real life, you have a natural human reaction of fight or flight and either protect or help that person or do something about the situation. But because we're all watching it through a screen, we're just also like, kind of like, we've become a norm to watching things that you wouldn't actually witness in real life now. So I understand in terms of like, from a humane point of view, think about the other person on the other end of it, and her mental state is clearly not stable, hence why she was in such a bad way tonight. And that is something that a lot of people do need to think of. But as I said, there's always two sides to it, and the other side is the people that she's affecting in real life. And then when her supporters or people who are always in support of her come up and say something to back her, and then in the same breath will forever put somebody else down, it really loses the cult's argument.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm going to drop now. I only came up.
That's fair.
So I'm going to drop now.
No, you're all good. See you later, Kiki. Thank you for coming.
Night, Angie. Michelle.
Night, Kiki. You know, with the whole like desensitized as well, when the police was in the house, it seemed like it took forever for her mom to even access her bedroom. So a lot of her behaviours must just be the norm. Do you know what I mean? That happens in that household. The fact that if she was in that grave danger, how come her mom never like bust through the door and helped her? Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously, I don't want to be.
Hey, someone just said to me, yeah, you shouldn't come off screen when all of this was happening. What, is a man not allowed to go to the fucking toilet, bruv? The fuck? What about don't come off the screen? I went to the toilet, bro.
But that was all. Thank you for having me up, guys. I hope everyone has a good night.
Big up, Sean.
Hey, no, thank you for coming. Appreciate you.
I say Sean sounds amazing, and also Angie as well. I keep like losing my head a wee bit, because I've got COVID. I'm tired. That's a terrible excuse. But I was going to say as well, just everything that Sean said there, and then also, but then when the police did come to the door, I saw like one video. She did go down to the door to get them in. They didn't have to like get the mum. But that must be. Yeah, I hate judging people, but I think of, even if it wasn't my mom, like, see if it's just like my wee sister or something, and then like, you know, you've got the police at the door, you're obviously in some sort of state that they have to be there, and they're the ones that have to answer the door. Like, it's just a horrible situation to be in. But then the fact that she was back on live, like, dancing 20 minutes later, I think, like, again, I've had a lot of issues. We've probably all had a lot of issues, but would you not come off live and then, like, you know, sit with your parent and then just, like, I don't know, chill, or like talk to your friends and like everyone that was worried about you because you've stressed so many people out, I'm assuming, being on live. Because again, like, I'm not like a TikTok person, but like, you know, you've got all these followers, like thousands and thousands, that are stressing out. So then to come back on, just dance about it and then think it's funny, I don't understand that. Again, I've got nothing against Angie. I think she's, probably a decent person. But I don't understand that, if that makes sense. Like, it just seems a bit, it's kind of like taking the piss.
Also, I got a question for you, because I've seen you live by like late times when she has been like intoxicated and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's your opinion when you're live with her when she's out of it?
So apart from there was like a couple times when I kind of, so I don't know if you saw, there was one time she was really drunk and I had like quite a deep chat with her. Did you ever see that?
I might have seen a bit of it still.
So that was maybe like a month, 2 months ago, something like that.
Yeah.
Now, before that, any other time I was live with her and she was drunk, usually it was like, you know, like how I'll go around, I'll troll, be laughing about and joking with people, yeah? So it was more on that kind of vibe. And immediately when I'm going live with her, I don't watch in it, so I'm not knowing she's live when I'm connecting, that she's drunk, sorry, when I'm connecting. And then you kind of gauge, but then by that point, there was already back and forth and insults that have been thrown back and forth, so I've not really given a fuck. Do you get what I'm saying? But after that, when we spoke on a level, and she was drunk and she was not herself, and she's saying things that are a bit mad and telling me about her life and how depressed she is and vulnerable and all of these things she's going through, that was... I kind of understood it a bit more, and you start to, when it comes to me now, you start to sympathize a little bit more. As much as you can see the fucked up things and the wrongdoings that the individual has done, at the same time, bro, I'm a human being, bro. Some people need help in it, and not, I don't know. And my type of help is not, I'm not going to come around your house. I'm not going to do everything for you. I'm not going to, I don't know, whatever other people do, but I'm going to give you words of encouragement. That's all I know how to do in it. I'm gonna tell you what I've been through and see if what I've been through can help you find a way out. But other than that, bro, I just think people are people, and everyone's fucked up in their own way. And unfortunately, she relies on alcohol a lot. But I understand why it's hard for people to find sympathy for her, because she does come on a lot and does trigger a lot of people and poke at a lot of other people. So I do get both sides of it, innit? I'm just impartial. But at the same time, if anyone ever comes to me for help, I'm going to be there to help them, innit? Like, with words, and that's it.
Like what somebody says, like, they're not an avid fan, but they say she's funny. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's sometimes I've come across her live and she has been funny, or what's happened, I thought, you know what, that was an okay live, but when she's drunk, I just scroll straight past. You know what I mean? And you can't help it because she's trending and she's on the For You page. Unless you're going to go and block all 6, 7, 8 of her accounts, you are going to come across her in it. So I do understand what Sweetie was saying, but obviously the delivery just lost the message. I think when your delivery is like that and you're rude to people, like, you kind of lose your message of what you're trying to say in it. But
I think just on here, it's not even what I think, it's everyone knows it, bro. Like, one person or a group of people will hate one person and expect everyone else to hate that person too. And it's like, yeah, I hear you, that person might piss you off, might have done you wrong and whatever, but in this moment in time, that person's not doing me wrong, and I'm not just hating this person because you do. I'll find a reason that makes me not want to Do you know what I'm saying? Would not want to fuck with them myself. And don't get me wrong, there is reasons, and there has been reasons. But at the same time, bro, it's TikTok, innit? I take it for what it is, bro. Like, nothing's that serious. But unfortunately, when situations like this are very serious, it's like, if you've done it to yourself, it's bad. No one wants to see that, and you shouldn't even be going through that. But if you haven't done it to yourself and it's all a game, that's also bad, because there's a bunch of other people that might trigger them to go and do that to themselves. You get me? So it's mad, bro. This TikTok place is crazy with things like this.
I think nobody knows somebody's mindset, do they? Do you know what I mean? But with the situation with Paige and Torian, because they've got a lot of backlash, when if we look at it in hindsight, they've actually just been backing themselves against certain things that have happened, but they've been made out to be like the crooks in everything, and Ange and Pearl kind of, they get a bly and sympathy. Do you know what I'm saying? And when that came out today, that you can see that she's trying to plot something to kind of stir up some drama, that's when I think the light bulb hit and she thought, oh my God, I've been caught. Oh my God, are people going to turn against me? Oh my God. And then that's why she's done what she's done. Do you know what I'm saying?
So, do you know what my thing with all of that is, and those people, right? All three of those women, I like them to each individual extent. I'm talking about Angie, Paige, and Torian, right? But I said this earlier on my live, bro. Like, they're all as bad as each other, bro. Because why do you keep going to engage with each other and you really don't like each other to that level of hatred where you're talking about each other's dead relatives? Do you get what I'm saying? And you both keep going to each other and engaging. So regardless of over who started it first, regardless of over who said the last word, why keep going back and forth? That doesn't make sense, bro. And it's not a case of like you're ending up in four ways in each other's and like, you know, the four-way battles. It's not a case of that, bro. They're literally going out of each other's ways to go into boxes to talk to each other. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's weird, bro. Like, Angie, imagine this is the example I made earlier. Imagine you've got a neighbor up your road somewhere on your street and you don't like that person on your street, yeah? And that person says something or has done something to you. Are you going to keep going? No, you're going to go to that neighbor, right? And you're going to tell them about themselves or do something if they've done something so bad. But this is the internet. Why are they going to that person's live to tell them in their comments, going in their box and telling them? Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, but he's like,
I just literally quickly wanted to come up and say.
One second, Lorna. Let me just finish this brief convo quickly.
Yeah,
sorry, go on.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, innit? Because it is like when somebody's baiting you, innit? But I feel like you know what it's like when it comes to race baiting. It's harder to ignore. You know what I'm saying? It's like things will fizzle out, and then it's like, things will fizzle out, and then you go to call Devon a monkey. That heightens everything again. You get me? And
but do you think, like, all right, so again, I don't watch all of this, innit? But for me, I'm thinking, bro, it's not even all race baiting, bro. I'm seeing people attack people's dead relatives. That's got nothing to do with race now. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's them, no. That's them that say stuff about Alicia's relative. Obviously, Alicia's with Torian and Paige, innit? Obviously, if something was said to Ange, I don't even know to this day if she's even brought the evidence. I was in one of the lives before and she never brought evidence. But if something was said, it was definitely in retaliation. That Corey earlier, as he left because you don't like Alicia, he was like, "Bun Alicia's." But I'm thinking to myself, yo, bro, like the way how these guys say it with ease. And you know what it's like, bro, from where you're from and that. I'm thinking that there is literally fight talk. Like, he doesn't know somebody in her family might hear that and think, right, who's this guy? This is what's happening, bro, because it is the internet. People are getting too comfortable with saying things online, but real life is real life in as well. You get me? You got to remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, Lorna.
I just literally wanted to come up and say, I was in a relationship with a narcissist and suffered really bad DV for 20 years. He threatened so many times he was going to unalive himself, and he never did. But it was his form of control to keep me still, because I was thinking, oh my God, he's going to do this, and I should bring him back. But because he had said he was going to do it, and he never did it, I thought, oh, you're talking rubbish, blah, blah, blah. But then one day he went out in my car and, sorry.
And did it basically.
Yeah, he went out in my car and he had turned his phone off. And my car's like a nice car, it's got a tracker on it. And he had sent me a message at early hours in the morning saying, like, goodbye, basically, kiss the kids. And literally, I go through mental torture every day.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
I'm
sorry. Sorry. And I woke up to the message and I was trying to ring the phone was off. Luckily, because I had a tracker on my car, so I got my friend to drive me to my car and we had done it. We put the hose in the car and yeah, so.
No, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that. That's horrible.
So they can say so many times they're going to do it, because I thought it was control. I used to laugh it off, you know, because of how he was with me, but
and you know what? No, but also to an extent, you might be right. It might have been to an extent, but part of it was obviously very real. Do you get me?
Yeah. And so and again now I still sit there and think, you horrible bastard. You've still got that control over me, because I can never get that image out my mind. You know what I mean? So.
No, I'm sorry to hear that. That's horrible. I didn't expect that to
yeah. I just wanted to say, like, I've had it. I've seen, I've worn a different t-shirt, you know, many times, 20 years of it.
Orla, are you safe and happy now?
Pardon?
Are you safe and happy now?
I'm safe. I wouldn't say I'm happy, no.
Yeah, sorry, that sounded like a really stupid question.
Yeah, it's not really damaged my brain and my head and my way I think. You know, I don't trust no one. I keep myself to myself. And as I say, there's days when I think, why am I still here? In fact, I'm still here because I've got kids.
You're here, like,
because he's left me with 3 children, and he's also left me that scarred image in my head 24 hours a day, you know. So, but yeah, I just want to quickly say that, because I just thought, I don't really talk about my life or anything on here, so I just wanted to start with this.
No, well done, man. You're brave for even sharing it, to be honest.
Yeah, well done, Lord.
And obviously something within all of this, well, the obvious, has obviously triggered you enough to the point where you felt like you had to share it. And yeah, well done for being brave enough.
Because I was the same. I didn't believe it. I really didn't believe it. But then he did it, and I found him, and I lied with my car. You know, so right, I'm gonna go anyway.
Now listen, big up you, man. Keep your head up.
God bless you.
Send a big hug.
Right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, Lorna.
Hi. I can sort of like understand like how Angie is, because she reminds me of my mum. When I was 16 and she had a breakdown, every time I came home from school, it was like, what am I going to come into? Because she would always SH before I came home. So I would come home to wondering what I was coming home to. And I felt a lot of it was because I was getting older and she knew I was going to move out of home. So it was kind of her control. And then I moved out like at 17, but I'd get calls and that to say she had done so-and-so or she had done that. And I had such a worry that I was never going to, my mum was going to do something. I pictured stuff and, you know, even when I was living at home, like I used to sleep next to her because I wondered what she would do. And I used to just think, you're so selfish, you're so selfish because you're doing it as a way because you don't want me to move out or have my life. And she was actually put in a mental health place a few times, and I just went through so much. But I now kind of like understand that even though it's for attention, she was ill. So even though people do things for attention, it doesn't mean they're not ill, because if you wasn't ill, you wouldn't do it. Something's got to be wrong in the first place to be doing that, to be showing it on here, because it's almost like you don't know what's going in her mind to what she's actually thinking, because she could be doing it because she wants the help, not just attention. And also, if you want attention, you've still got some kind of problem to be doing things for attention. Yeah. And then after that, I was my mum's carer as well, all my life up until 5 years ago when she died. And it wasn't the mental health that got her in the end. It wasn't, she had breast cancer, she got through that. It was dementia that got her in the end. And then when she went, I came ever so downhill, because I used to be like, I'll never do anything like this because, you know, you've been so out of order, look at what it's put me through. And that's how I thought. And then I actually found myself in that position myself, because I couldn't cope with what happened to her. And for about a year, I was like really bad on ODs and that. And I understand it, because you can say to someone, why don't you phone a friend? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? But you kind of like flip out of your personality. You kind of zone out, and then you'll do something, and then like you'll come back into your head and you think, oh my God, what have I just done? And you panic. So you don't, for that split second, you're not everybody, but some people are not in control of their actions.
And then good morning. What's about? Don't run up my stairs after 11 o'clock at night.
Sorry,
so you're not always in like control of the action. So I've seen things from so many different point of views, that just because she's showing it on here for attention, you know, doesn't mean she's not ill. It's just that it might not actually be that. There could be some other problems there. But for her to do it as well, she definitely wants the help. But it's like someone said earlier, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So you've got to want to do it as well. But it was hard for me to watch because it has triggered sort of like my past. But I've been so much better I've been better for myself for about the last year. I've still got severe anxiety. I've still got severe depression, because of, sadly, with all the stress, all the trauma I've been through in my life. After my last baby, I suffer fibromyalgia, so I'm in constant pain day in, day out. And that affects my mental health because I've lost mobility a little bit and stuff. But I'm hoping that, you know, she will get the help she needs.
Hopefully. Yeah, I'm sorry you went through all of that as well. Zia?
Hey, Hustle, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing okay. Hi, everybody. Naomi, I feel bad, you know, for what you went through, but I don't know how many people here on this app can actually say they have a one-on-one relationship with Angie and have spoken with her for close to 5 months on and off the app. And there was a couple of us had offered to pay for rehab for Angie. And this was before it became this bad. It is getting worse. And it's getting harder because we're now seeing, like right now, she's back on live and she's laughing and joking and, you know, everything's okay. And that's what happened to me one night. I thought she was seriously in trouble. And being in America, it was very difficult for me to watch it. And then she wouldn't answer my phone calls or anybody else's. And this is after months of us talking all the time. And when I had found out the next day that it was an act, you have to understand how devastating that was for a few of us. There was about 5 of us that finally walked away because now you're just slapping us in the face. Does she have issues? Absolutely. Everybody can see that. But when you are talking about incest, SH, DV, handicap, telling a mother that she is no longer a mother because her son died. So when things like that happen, and she's just totally okay with it, but then turns around and cries about MH when people are giving back what she gives, it's very rough. Nobody wants to see her hurt. No one wants to see something bad happen to her. But I think that we all have to understand that you're only seeing this part of it. If you knew the rest of it, you would understand much better how some of us react to what she says and does. And it's very difficult for us to watch, especially the ones that were that close to her. And then after, when we do say you need help, that's when you're gone. That's it. She doesn't need you anymore, which is fine. But then, you know, the insults come. And like myself, I can't gift anybody on this app without being retaliated with her. I mean, I laugh about it now, but you know, it's not easy. It's not easy. I care about her. I hope she'll get the help that she needs, but I can't give her sympathy. And I've lost a lot of empathy for her when I realized that most of this is just for views. And today just showed the whole thing. You know, she was passing out until the door. They were knocking on the door. She was able to walk down the stairs. She was able to argue with everyone. And here I'm thinking she's in the hospital, finally getting the help that she needs, and she's back on life. So I'm not trying to put the woman down, and I'm sorry for all the people that may think I'm wrong with this, but I have a right to say what I need to say because I was right in it. I was right there. I've heard it. I've seen it. And I've taken the abuse for it and the bullying. And it's okay. You know, I'm just one of several. But I just wish her viewers and the people in the box would just understand that when she is putting that act on, it's best to do what her mods do and just leave. Because you're only going to get ridiculed for it after. And if something does unfortunately happen, well, then we all have to sit there and think about the actions that we all did or said. But I personally don't want to sit there and watch it anymore. It affects too many people. She triggers too many people. You don't talk about incest. You don't talk about relations with an animal and thinks it's a joke. And it's dark humor. It's not. It's a sickness. It's an illness. And she does need the help. So if she gets it, it's up to her. But just tonight proved that she had this whole app upset. And she's there laughing and joking. So, you know, don't lose too much sleep over it, love. But that's all I wanted to say.
Hey, no worries. Thank you for coming up, Zia. And
you're welcome.
Yeah, I'm sorry for what you went through as well.
Yeah, tonight's not the night, but see tomorrow I'm going to be working from home and I'm going to be live. Would you mind coming in to speak to me about somebody that was crying in my DMs about you today?
I'd be more than happy to come up. You want me to be with you?
Now's not the fucking time, and it's a different issue, but me and you need to talk.
Absolutely, Michelle. I have no problem with that, hon. Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. And I'm glad she's okay. And I'm sorry for everybody that was genuinely worried. And sometimes I just wonder if she really deserves, you know, all this helping consideration and caring that we give. I just wonder. All right, everyone. Have a good night.
Hey, thank you for being here, Zia.
Oh, I see you.
All right.
What's going on, Miss A? You all right?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. I just wanted to jump up really just to quickly say, like, the power of the tongue is serious. And when I say that, I mean, you know, this woman has said disgusting things to not just one person, two people, many people. She speaks disgustingly, and now this has happened to her. So, you know, what I'm trying to say is that be careful what you speak, be careful how you come across to people and all those kind of things, because what's happened tonight, I have no sympathy for her whatsoever. And it might seem a bit harsh and stuff like that, but people just need to, you know, stop giving in to her. And she's actually in her life at this moment in time now, laughing and joking as if to say nothing has happened. How is that normal?
It's not normal.
Like,
she's not normal.
It's just yeah, I am heartless. You people in the comments, they can say that I'm heartless because I've had to sit here and listen and watch my friend be so degraded and be put down and so upset and in such a bad place, mainly because of Angie. Why should everybody feel sorry for her because of actions that she's caused upon herself?
Wait, can I ask a question? So you're talking about Torian, right?
Yeah, like it hurts me, the fact of how upset and stuff my friend actually is.
So let me ask you, because I'm still confused. Why? So what actually happened to Torian? No one's actually completely explained that to me, or maybe they have and it's gone over my head. But I thought, I don't know. I'm confused.
Yeah, no, I wasn't in that live with Corey or whatever. Apparently, they was trying to set her up or something. So I wasn't in that live, so I can't really speak on that. But I'm just on a whole, the things that Angie says, it's disgusting. She makes up scenarios in her head. She makes people feel sorry for her. She speaks badly. And also, her mum was on the live and has actually confirmed that this whole broccoli situation to do with her dad, it had nothing to do with any broccoli. I don't know if anybody was on the live at that time. I'm not sure if I've got
Someone
it.
wrote that in my comments. I haven't seen anything about it though.
Yeah, like, so basically she's made this whole thing up about broccoli, making people try and feel sorry for her and stuff, and like nothing, you don't even go like that. Like, at the end of the day, I just feel that this is her comeuppance. You can't go around speaking bad about people and how bad she does and then expect nothing to happen to you. And then you've got stupid Pearl in the box when the ambulance and that was there, flipping, making out like she's crying and stuff because she was the one that phoned the ambulance or whatever. Like, it's just ridiculous. You reap what you sow in life, and Angie, shame. I don't care if what anyone wants to say about me. My friend comes first, and yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Hi, thank you, Miss A.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop anyway because I'm going to my bed. But yeah,
hey, go on, get a good rest.
All right, in a bit.
In a bit.
Bye.
Going to that. It's not the first time our mum's said that story's a load of shit, by the way.
Really? So, hold on. Just while we're here, I want to actually, wait. I want to catch up on this. I'm seeing these clips. Hold on. So we can watch them together. And...
Oh, Danielle, fucking bite me.
I like this dog. You made it so cool. Let me check my WhatsApp.
So basically there's 3 clips back to back and I want to see them.
Let me see, God, please. Can you make the phone call now, please? Make that phone call.
Why are we seeing it again? What have I seen this one? I don't think I have.
have some trigger warnings in the chat?
Yo, mute up.
Okay.
Oh shit, sorry.
I made the phone call myself. Very sick. Made the phone call myself. Sick, guys. Sometimes fucking dull.
Is she playing this music? Or has someone added it to this video?
No, someone's added it.
It was playing. It's playing really depressive music.
Oh, what the fuck?
Angela? Yeah?
Oh, okay, hold on, wait. So I've seen the rest of this, right? Wait. So this is the part I want to see.
Angela, yeah? Just relax. Right, now get off my phone! Yeah, I don't know who you are! I don't want you getting agitated on TikTok Live, right? Yeah, great. Put my social media down there, yeah? Yeah, I'm recording, don't worry. You're recording, I don't know who you are. I'm showing my ID. I'm showing my ID. It's my ID. I'm showing you my ID. I don't care, I think that could be fake, you know what I mean? You're in a piss car, I wasn't a police car, you were in a terrible situation. Angie. My doctors know about myself. Okay, cool. Your doctors know. So we've asked for an ambulance. We've asked for an ambulance to come. Yeah, okay? I appreciate that. That's right. I appreciate that. You seem nice people. We're standing here. We're not trying to scam you out of any money. We're not trying to. No, I get that. We're in front of you. Yeah, but you two men are standing in my house here. Two police officers are in your house concerned that you've been. Two men. Okay, Angela, sweetheart. Get out of my house. What's caused these feelings? To get out of my house. I want you to get out of my house. What? You have no right to be here. I can't do that. I film you. I can't do that. Took my phone on my hand. My body runs. Yeah, that's what's going on. Angela, what's going on? I don't know who these people are. She's put herself a little bit. So. No, I haven't. I can't take this. I haven't. Is that your mum? Yeah, you're not. Angie. Can you get my phone here? Give my phone. Angie. I'm about to take my phone. No, I can go social media. Angie. Angie. Angie, it's Jay. This is where I live, yeah? Yep. Yeah, you cannot have no right taking my phone on my hand. Sweetheart, you're Angie. I'm not covering nothing. Yeah. Angie, do you want me to ring you? Yeah, they're trying to take my phone. Why are you taking Angie, listen, calm down. Angie. I got upstairs. Can I assist? No, can't go upstairs. Angie, listen. No, Angie, they're not there to hurt you, Angie. They're there to see if you're okay, please. Come on, Angie. No. Check out. How do you know who these people are? Angie, you need to have a check out at the hospital. Doing, I know. They are the police and the ambulance. Angie, do not be scared. Look, this has got to stop. Come on. Okay, calm down. They're there to help you. That's it. They don't want to hurt you, Ange. Where's the blood from? Is it from? No. Can I just talk to you privately about her there? And I'll tell you. That's a good idea, Ange. That's a good idea. Police officer come back 3 years. The social services won't get rid of you. I've not been on to them yet. Police officer. Can I listen? Shut the door and I'll tell you. Talk to you. I'll come over social media. Good idea, Ange. Come on, let's talk to them, Ange. Come off social media and talk to them. Social media and talk to you. Yeah. Sure. You're not going to murder me, right? I'm not going to murder you. No, Angie, I'll ring your phone and tell them I'll speak to them. We've asked for an ambulance. I'm going to ring Angie. Okay. What will happen then? Don't take under capacity. Angie, where are you bleeding from? I'm not bleeding from nowhere. So can I come on social media if you can talk to me nicely, yeah? I'm talking to you nicely, Angie. Yeah, no, I know you are, but, so it's Sarah Everett, and she got murdered by your police officers, right? Angie. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
None of us.
Yeah, but that scares me, James.
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that.
You see what?
We're not touching
Okay, I'll put my social media on the ground. Can I put it on the table?
Yeah. Put it wherever you like. The only time we touch
Can I
it was
stay on there? Can I stay on social media?
I would prefer you wouldn't, because we're speaking to you about your private life.
No, if you talk about listen, I'll admit, I'm not open.
Our cameras are both running. Okay. So, but equally, our cameras are private, where if something happens, you can make a complaint and you can have access to our cameras. That is public, where everyone can see and laugh about you and your situation, things like that.
That's fine, because
maybe
so
do you want to end it? Is it still going?
No. Listen, I'd apologise. I don't mean to.
So, to the main issue, where are you bleeding from?
No.
You've got quite a bit of blood on you. You've got blood on your ankles. You've got blood on your on your hands. You've got blood on your top. You've got blood on your trousers.
Yeah. Can I just say that what you were saying to me? Can I reply to your comment?
Of course you can.
My doctor knows that SH, right?
Yeah.
And I've done that for years, and my doctor knows that. Yeah.
Okay, so on this occasion, where have you self-harmed?
I've not done that. No, I fell down the stairs.
You fell down the stairs. And where did you hurt yourself? Where's the blood coming
I hurt
from?
myself on the stairs at the bottom of the stairs.
And where's the blood coming from?
That's from there's the stairs. I think I might hurt myself on the tables.
And where are you bleeding from?
I'm not bleeding from anywhere.
You have quite a bit of blood all over you. Is it your ankle? It looks like that.
Yeah, well, when I fell down the stairs, I think I hurt a table down when I fell down the stairs.
Are you bleeding? But where have you hurt yourself? Are you bleeding from your wrist?
Angie! I think if I just fell down the stairs, I just hurt myself.
Can I see your ankles?
Of course you can.
Do you mind just taking your socks off for me?
Yeah, take your head. There's nothing there.
Angie! What about anything on that side?
No.
What about the other one?
No.
Do you mind lifting just a little bit up for me?
Yeah, of courge you can.
Thank you so much. That's all right.
Can I just
have a look at your wrist? Just show it to me.
Sent everybody.
Angie, try and turn the phone off, Angie.
Hey, just a quick one. This is for the comments here. Why were her moderators letting people in the box at a time like this? I don't understand.
Yeah. ASH, you know what I mean? And that's it. That's not that. But I do apologise.
What's caused these feelings? Be honest with us. What's
Angie!
Yeah. Do you want to pause your live?
Angie, please turn Turn your live off.
Okay, let me pause it then. You're not going to hit me,
no?
Pause it, Ange. We'll wait here for you. We'll wait here. Just pause it.
And I'll ring you. Turn it off. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Won't it just automatically go off after 5 minutes anyways?
What? They're live, I hope so.
They are the mods, yeah, I get it, but they can't let themselves in, so there's somebody's letting them in.
Oh, please. I'm going to jump down now. Anyways, are you all right, Lynn?
I've just come back home and I got loads of messages. I was on the phone with her earlier and she was upset, obviously, but I didn't
They're all mods, they can let themselves up. No, they can't. Moderators can't let themselves up, bro.
know what happened.
I got into bed, I got loads of phone calls, so she maybe fall out with us over this, but I phoned the ambulance for her. So, yeah.
I don't know, should I stay in the box and wait for her to come back, or I don't know what to do?
I just hope the live goes off. Oh, this has got to stop.
She's gone too far, isn't it?
It's not good, this.
Should time out, shouldn't it?
I hope so.
Super mods can... Why are you not telling me mods can let themselves up? They can't, bro. I'm literally telling you they can't.
Says, how do we know what she's done?
They can let other people in and out. They can't get themselves up, bro.
Mm-hmm. You are like her. It's just sad, isn't it?
She's crying. What do you think she's crying about there? Who's crying? It's not me. This is the last one. So this is
the best solicitor in London.
So this is what we just missed while we was in my live. Angie is back on live singing. Her mum said she's done it all for drama and wants her out. This is the last one. It says 7 minutes.
Yeah. Yes, I'm the best solicitor in London, 100%. I haven't done anything wrong. No. Thank you very much. I haven't done anything. I'm in my bedroom, yeah, with the door locked. Yeah, minding my God, been damn business, right? SH is complicated, right? Which is what my doctor knows about, right? My doctor knows about my SH, right? There's no need to call an ambulance for the police officer. So, yeah, I'm still here, guys. I'm still here.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.